In this sequence of photographs, I take the audience behind the scenes of a typical Australian pharmacy. I am aiming at an audience of anyone who has been into an Australian pharmacy and anyone who has taken medicine. I want my audience to question their medical experiences and become more critical to the ways they see the medical system and healthcare. I want them to know what they're not telling us, the truth about pharmacy through a look behind the scenes into the dispensary and the real working lives of these professionals. I want my audience to feel creeped out, scattered, and even sick. My concept represents a contradiction between good and bad, safe and unsafe, and challenges the way we are accustomed to viewing our local pharmacy. This contradiction is further implied through the composition of the photographs. The first photograph leads the eye up a diagonal line, which makes the audience feel movement. Diagonal lines are unstable because they are neither vertical nor horizontal and are about to fall. This reinforces my contradiction between stability and instability, and also makes the audience feel motion sickness. These photographs are not like the staged ones you would see in a traditional pharmacy photograph, where the staff are standing motionless, smiling in crisp white clothing. I am communicating through visual language the truth by abandoning this traditional form of pharmacy photography. I have deliberately chosen to either not show their faces or show a distorted view of their face to contradict the usual way this kind of subject would be photographed, thus reinforcing the whole concept again. Unlike the rehearsed portraits of smiling pharmacists in their clean white coats, this collection uses the content and texture of dirt and mess to make the audience feel sick and scattered. Unlike staged pharmacy photos, where traditionally they are quite distant, this intimate viewpoint I have used reinforces this contradiction. The intimate viewpoint invites the audience into the private lives of these people, and this place, which is meant to be clean and professional, is quite the opposite. Once the lights are switched off, the pharmacy becomes even more foreboding, and the use of darkness and dark shades in the last two images suggests mystery, and that adds to my concept of contradiction of what pharmacy photographs should look like and what a pharmacy should be like in the eyes of the Australian people. My final photograph reveals a rawness, the texture from the wrinkled pharmacy coat, the negative space behind the pharmacist, making the audience feel the subject is vulnerable, thus reinforcing this contradiction of traditional pharmacy. The negative space belittles the subject, therefore reinforcing this concept to the audience that, in a creepy and sickening way, pharmacists should not be idolized, and therefore we should take a more mindful approach to the way we consume medicine.